creating an altar or sacred space as you hold space for yourself. That could be as simple as, you might not have an entire room, but if you have a meditation room, that's beautiful. But I know there was a time when I lived in a very small apartment and with lots of roommates, all I had was a shelf in my room. And so this one little shelf contained my cards, my angel cards, and then they contained my angel statue and a few other things, and my sage, so that we are so that it was my altar and my sacred space in that small space. So you can really oh, hello Rachel, how are you? And so, it's a beautiful, beautiful way to, just remind ourselves of that sacred space within. And that's what I love about creating sacred space or an altar, is it really holds space for the sacred space within us, because it really is within us. It is actually not external from us. It is right here. But creating that visual is such a fun way to connect with the in here. And so another beautiful way that I have in the rituals guide is using sound to inspire and hold space. And I know some of you in this space love to journey with sound. So I did make I have a Spotify playlist link that I have as well. And then, also I have some links for some chants as well. And feel free to, sound an om as you hold space with the moon. There's so many really cool ideas. And so all of these ideas are written in the workbook for us to play with too. And so smudging and using statues or symbols, and there's really no wrong or right. And grounding, meditating, going into nature and tuning into the now, into, right here in your heart space, are all such beautiful, beautiful ways to connect through ritual and inspiration. And so I have a couple beautiful mantras written, some ideas, and sometimes I just like to say to, the universe, the moon, and myself, I think of, all of it as a one, as a wholeness, is thank you, Goddess, for your blessings of wisdom. And thank you, Goddess, for your healing. So bringing that gratitude towards self is a beautiful way to, share in mantra. And so I added some chants that, and those links are there. We won't chant them this evening because we're going to get into a lovely meditation and experience the hand mudra. And so I'd like to dive into, this is the last portion of the rituals, is the hand mudra. And it's a yogic practice for those who aren't familiar with hand mudras and their formations with the hands. So a lot of people are familiar with the Anjali mudra, which you can see is your hands in a prayer posture. And the very, very famous hand mudra, and that is the light in me honors the light in you. And so this evening will actually be, I love journeying with the Yoni mudra. And the Yoni mudra is so very exciting. I'd really like to, it's so powerful to utilize with this new moon energy and with the moon in general. but especially the new moon, because the Yoni Mudra helps to detach from chaos of the outer world. It quiets the mind, and the Yoni means womb or uterus. And it also represents the womb of Kali, and she's the goddess of possibilities, mystery. She's this destroyer as well as new beginnings. And so she too understands that deep cyclical rhythms that we flow with, and honoring where you're at right now. So I love Kali because when she needs to be fierce, she's fierce. When she needs to create and summon up that energy, she's there. She's all in. And so I love that, you know, fierce goddess. You know, she has no time for drama or egos, attachments, or delusions. She's divine feminine, radical and free within her fearlessness. And so the Yoni Mudra, I will show you, is with the thumbs together and the 2 pointer fingers together. And then I usually just curl my fingers back very gently. Sometimes I've seen it where people will place their fingers together like this. And but I often have it like this because I like my hand resting right on, I put it over my lower abdomen, over my uterus and my reproductive area. And so that I can, you know, connect my Yoni Mudra, my uterus, to the body's uterus and really feel what that feels like. And so it's really interesting because some of these physical benefits are healing the reproductive system, the whole pelvic area. And it also helps calm the mind, and also the nervous system. It calms and stabilizes the nervous system. So this is actually a mudra that I also do pretty much every single night before bed, even if it's just a few minutes, a few deep breaths and holding it, because it has that calming effect. I sometimes have a lot of anxiety, so falling asleep, you know, it really helps to let my nervous system know that, you know, it is calm, it is safe, you're in the womb now, you know, it's sleep time. And so I would like to invite you now to become a little curious, and let's dive into how the Yoni Mudra is feeling for you right now, because it could be different day from day, just like any yoga practice or posture. You know, every day is different. So let's be curious as to how it feels right now. So bringing your thumbs together and your pointer fingers together, placing, if you'd like to place it on your lower abdomen, your Yoni Mudra, gently closing the eyes. Feeling, coming back to breath and tuning in. Do you see a color or shape or texture? And perhaps there's nothing. What are you feeling into right now? Coming back to your breath and bringing your awareness to your Yoni Mudra. It's beautiful, divine, feminine energy. As we hold space and acknowledge holding ourselves in high regards as we acknowledge ourselves as the creator and the destroyer, continuously making space for new creations in this ongoing cycle, flowing through the ebbs and flows. Creating from heart, creating from stillness. And trusting yourself and your inner wisdom, acknowledging your bright light. Don't hold back. As you tap into your wild goddess nature, can you just simply be here? Sitting with your light shining so bright. The shadows flicker. Greeting the shadows with tea at the door, welcoming them in. Because they are in a dance with your bright light. Shimmering in your greatness, in the holiness of you. And tuning into your Yoni Mudra, feeling the energy, of the space around your hands. And how does it feel to have your fingertips touching? Bring your awareness to the abdominal area, the pelvic area. Inviting a nice deep inhale. And exhale, letting that go. And a deep inhale. Filling up the lungs. And exhale, letting that go. And one more deep, deep inhale. And sigh. And as you bring your awareness back into the room, into your hands, as you release and soften, letting go of the Yoni Mudra, either placing your hands gently on your lap, or bring them into some movement. Gently opening the eyes when you're ready to come back into the room.